Is Donald Trump a racist?
No, he's not a racist.
He is not a racist, but that's what people believe because of a statement that was taken out of context.
His New York values, I think, underlie a real person who is probably among the least racist politicians on the national scene.
If you have an industry like California grapes, like perhaps what you're talking about in Wisconsin, we're going to let people come in, but they're going to come in legally. They're going to come in through a visa program, and they're going to come in legally. And it's going to work out beautifully. You will not be affected. We don't want to affect businesses. We want to grow businesses.
What about the dreamers? What about people who came here when they were children? They didn't know what they were doing. They came with their parents who brought them here illegally. Should they be able to stay legally?
We're going to do something. I've been giving it so much thought. You know, you have on a humanitarian basis, you have a lot of deep thought going into this, believe me. But the Dreamers, it's a tough situation. We're going to do something, and one of the things we're going to do is expedite. When somebody's terrific, we want them back.
Now we're learning what it's like to work for Trump, straight from a woman who was a close business executive for 18 years.
What was it like working for Donald Trump?
He was the first one there, and he was there for like 2 hours. He'd answer the phone.
He would answer the phone?
Absolutely. Trump
Donald
Organization,
Trump.
Yes.
Barbara Ress is a former VP for Trump who oversaw construction of his crown jewel on Manhattan's swanky Fifth Avenue, Trump Tower.
He told me he thought I was a killer, and that's what he liked in people.
Do you feel that Donald Trump is sexist?
If Donald is sexist, then a lot of people are sexist.
A woman in the audience asked Trump if he'd hire veterans at that hotel. Here's how he responded.
What are you looking for? What kind of a position? Come up here, come here. She looks so smart and good. Do you mind if I do a job interview right now? We need good people. How are you? So what's your experience in front of the world?
Well, I design, I do wreaths, I do all types of decorations.
And you like this building?
Yes,
okay.
I do.
So here's what I'm going to do. There's the man. Stand right over here.
Oh my God.
If we can make a good deal in the salary, she's going to probably have a job, okay? All right, good. Have a good time. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Good. Thank you. So nice. Really nice. I felt good about her. I tell you what, I looked at her. I said, I have gut instinct, okay? And we're allowed to have that. And I looked at her and she asked a question, and it was a very positive question. She looks like she's got a great look, and look at that with the tears. How nice. She just seemed like a good person to me.
You worked for Donald Trump?
Yes, glad we're just talking about that. Yeah, I got to work for him for a couple years as his executive assistant, and I got to have first-hand experience of what he's really all about. He is a remarkable man. He is amazing to work with. He's very cooperative, he's very charming, he's very calm, and he's very family-oriented. He's very caring for the community. He goes and donates money without the press being present, and he does it all out of his heart. He doesn't wear it on his sleeve. He's very devoted to his work. He was never ever racist towards me, and he was never ever being sexist towards me, like unlike from what you hear in the online. He's treats everybody in the staff really well, fairly. He makes everyone feel very comfortable, and he's a pleasant man to work with.
Do you think he'll make a good president then? Or?
Oh yeah, as a Mexican American, I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. If he runs this country the way he runs, anywhere near as similar as he runs his business, I know he's going to make this country a better place.
Oh, okay. I mean, you don't really hear about all this.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It seems like people just want to make him the butt of the joke. He's actually nothing like that. I feel like people need to stop making silly remarks without even knowing who he truly is.
as your president, I will do everything in my power to protect our LGBTQ citizens from the violence and oppression of a hateful foreign ideology. Believe me. And I have to say, as a Republican, it is so nice to hear you cheering for what I just said. Thank you.
Trump has nothing against Mexicans. He has something against illegal immigration.
I am proud of my African American heritage, and I am proud to stand before you tonight and support Donald Trump, not just in spite of the color of my skin, but in fact because of the color of my skin.
Thank you very much. He said, Mr. Trump, could I ask you one final question? What? You're worth a fortune. You have a beautiful family. You can do anything you want. Why are you doing this? Why would you do this? And I said, you know what? I've been so lucky in this country. I've done so well. I've made so much money and had such success and enjoyed my life. And I have hopefully some really good years left. And I want to give back to the country. I just want to give something back. That's all it is.
I got to know Donald Trump after he spoke here in 2012, and I learned so much about him that the public never hears, and I wanted to share that with our audience. Right after he visited here last time, I called him about a large Christian ministry in another state that needed some help. I learned within a day or two he had donated $100,000 of his own money. He learned about Clyde Frazier Jr., who ran the Harlem Hoops tournament in the inner city and was killed in the 9/11 attacks, and he searched down the family and he donated the money to keep that tournament going. Example after example like that of just generosity that never made it into the public's eye. His limousine broke down one time. A couple stopped and helped him. He paid off their mortgage a few days later.
Donald did help out Sergeant Tamarisi. He sent him money to help him jumpstart his life. Sergeant Tamarisi rotted in a Mexican prison for 214 days. President Obama wouldn't even pick up the phone to help.
Hundreds of children skated on a New York rink today. As CBS News correspondent Bob Schiefer reports, that's because of the kind of happy ending only children are supposed to believe in.
In the ongoing saga of how to waste tax dollars, the Wallman Ice Rink in New York's Central Park rates a special chapter. The city had spent the last 7.5 years and $12 million on an exotic plan to remodel the rink. The whole project was finally abandoned last spring when the new cooling contraption wouldn't make enough ice to chill a six-pack.
In desperation, the city turned the project over to this man, flamboyant real estate tycoon Donald Trump. Trump said he was so tired of looking at the mess the city had made, he agreed to take the job for no profit. He not only finished it under budget, he finished it in 3.5 months.
I really wanted to prove a point. The cities, New York City in particular, but the cities are so wealthy. If we could only save the money that we're wasting.
This November, I ask you to be true to yourself and vote for the candidate who you know is running for the right reasons. Vote for the candidate who has never been a politician. Vote for the candidate who has never received a paycheck from our government. Thank you. Vote for the candidate who can't be bought, sold, purchased, bribed, coerced, intimidated, or steered from the path that is right and just and true. And quite frankly, friends, vote for the one candidate who does not need this job.